So, they attacked Falkreath while we were busy putting out the fires in Whiterun. Can't say as I'm surprised. You don't think that was a little quick? No. They lost a lot of soldiers, but I don't think they needed more than 2 to take out that fort. 2 specific soldiers. Seer and Myth? Aye. Easier to get those 2 moving than a whole contingent. You damn near caved my brother's skull in, but even if he didn't fight, he's still fully capable of walking into a prison and picking a few locks. They wouldn't have needed much backup besides whoever they broke out of there. Sorry about that. I did try to rein it in. A little too late. In my defense, my reflex for someone flashing their daggers in my face is, hit 'em back. And Myth was pulling his punches, so to speak. He could have done a lot worse to me, but he didn't. Wish I could have said the same about me. He's more like Tongue. I'd be surprised if he didn't have that much control, even in a war zone. Don't dwell on it too much, though. You're only, what, 70? 80? Well, 30? I'm 100 years your senior. Orcs age different. Well, discipline's a skill like any other. He's likely had far more practice than you, but you'll get there. Alright. Thanks. I think. And speaking of getting there, shouldn't we take that fort back? The general gave us a little more freedom, might as well use it. Not necessarily. They got what they wanted out of Falkreath. Reinforcements and cutting off the Legion's supply line from the south. Not that it matters much. What you thinking? Or what you thinking they're thinking? I'm thinking they'll go for the Reach next, but not in a full-out assault. The Stormcloaks are moving quietly, using their home terrain to their advantage. Given how many they lost at Whiterun, I suspect they won't want to risk losing more. And we've lost at least as many as they have. Aye. The difference is that the Legion has reserves that aren't tied up in this mess. One fort won't stand very long if Cyrodiil sends a contingent over by land. Assuming the snow's melted enough to let them over Pale Pass yet. Bruma is damn cold even in late spring. Aye. That could be a problem. So, the Stormcloaks are going to try to sneak up on us from the south, right? You want to ask the Legate to send some folks out to help Enna? I'm going to sound like I've lost my mind, but no. I have faith that Enna and her Forsworn can take care of themselves. Don't think she's too proud to ask for help if she needs it? Maybe. But I think she's learning. No, what I want to do is take Dunstad. Oh, that's devious. Because you know Skyrim only has 3 major ports, aye? Solitude, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. Take out 2 of them and that's... Well, that's just a situation begging for pirates and blockades, isn't it? Aye. I don't think Ulfric's getting his supplies from overseas, unless he's trading with House Redoran, which... I mean, he might be, but not for weapons or armor, given how scrapped together most of the Stormcloak's armor looked. Taking another port out from under them might not do much in the way of starving Ulfric out, so to speak, but the Pale also includes all of this territory around Lake Yogrim. We'd be on his doorstep. And if he somehow manages to take the Reach, he'll be on ours. Aye. Penned in against the Druidark Mountains. And he still won't have the center. Worst case scenario, if he takes Solitude, General Tullius can retreat to Whiterun and put up a defense we know they can't break. And we'll still have Dawnstar and Morthal if we need to get word to Cyrodiil by sea. If they take the Reach, we'll take back Falkreath, cut them off and split them up by force. If things get dire after that, we'll have access to Cyrodiil by land. But then... Whiterun would be having to fight from both sides. In an open field with nothing around for miles. They'll see an army coming. Who damn near didn't the first time. Aye. But now Jarl Balgruuf knows. They can't pull that off again. Well, shit. You've thought of everything, haven't you? I've done my best anyway. I've also been told I maybe overthink things. Captain Veleth got the worst of it reined in, but sometimes a long ponder is necessary. I do a lot more long pondering when I'm terrified. Hello there. Balls, you... Speaking of terrified. Heh. Sorry. Reporting back in, Sergeant. Ezra. Cactus. Please, just... You don't need to do that. Maybe, but it makes me feel like I know what I'm doing. Which I don't. Anyway, I have a mark at an undisclosed location now, and Enna is... doing Forsworn things. Is it safe to talk strategy here? If it's not, we've been, compromised, so to speak. Sol's been blabbering away for the last little while, planning out loud. Oh, good. Well, her plan is to man a bunch of teeny tiny little outposts and overlooks scattered around the hills. I didn't ask how many men she has with which to accomplish such a task, but that's her plan. Seemed a little... interesting to me. I see. I've underestimated her twice now. What do you mean? She knows her folks' strengths and, more importantly, how to use them. The Stormcloaks aren't the only ones with a homeland advantage in this war, and she's not fighting with normal tactics. She's gonna fight them like the Anzai Leal fought House Redoran down in Deshan. The Stormcloaks won't know what hit them, or where the arrow came from. That is... Yep, pretty much. So, what are we up to? Any news for me to bring back to her? Aye. They broke some reinforcements out of a fort in Falkreath, but we're ignoring that. I'm guessing they'll try to sneak into the Reach next, so tell Anna that. In the meantime, I'm taking all of this to Legate Ricka, and hopefully, we'll be taking Dunstad. After that, you and I have plausible reasons to be in Winterhold, so that shouldn't be much of a challenge. Wait, what? What's this about Winterhold? Oh, we had a bit of a debacle at the Wizards College up there. Sol's technically a student. Well, ain't that handy? Aye. Do you want the reasons, Cactus? Fill me in later, maybe. Given the Falkreath thing, I'd rather move fast before they have a chance to put those reinforcements to work. Good lad. Let's get going then. Aye. Well, I think we're in the right place, finally. If not, we've found a Stormcloak camp and I'm about to be in a lot of danger. Nope, looks like Imperial tents to me. Guess they don't call it the Pale for no reason. Aye. It's a bit, pale. Does what it says on the tin, as it were. Aye. And there's the Legate. Alright. Here we are.
Something to report?
Aye, reporting for duty.
Your objective is Fort Dunstad. Meet the soldiers preparing for the attack, then join them in wiping out the rebels. Once you prevail, we will garrison the fort. Well, soldier, are you up to the task?
That was the plan. That fort's as good as ours.
I knew I could count on you, soldier.
Aye. Well, looks like everyone's on the same page, eh? Aye. I'm just glad she took me seriously. Although, it wasn't really in doubt. The Legion and House Redoran have, well, not the worst relationship as far as things go. Things? Aye. Cross-discipline relations or something. I'm not a politician. Aye. You don't suppose we should wait for Cactus, should we? Oh, you mean me? I know, I need to stop just recalling in like that willy-nilly, but, so what's the plan? We doing Sol's plan? We are. Fort Dunstad is... somewhere. Oh. So, did you know this when you decided, yeah, we need to take the Pale? Did I know what? That, it's in a very strategic location. Alright. Might have. This bastard is smarter than he has any right to be. Thank you for the compliment. It's just a lot of practice, that's all. Aye, some practice. How does one practice war? Lots of smaller battles. Aye, okay, right. Let's not press the veteran, shall we? How the goes do we get there? That way. Try not to lose track of the big orc in the snow, eh? Uh-huh, we'll do our best. Yeah. Hey, you know what else is around here somewhere? Stone hills. Uh-huh. So, in theory, we could, if we get too cold, just stop by and have a nice little relax in the midst of everything. You know, I've never been one to relax in the midst of something like this. Aye. It's good for morale, though. Just taking a load off every once in a while. Sure, things are dire, but... we could either cut through, or we just do that, it looks like. Alright. Things are dire. They're not gonna get any more or less dire if we, you know, take a breather every once in a while. Feel like if the Stormcloaks are smart, they'll be doing the same thing. You put a lot of faith in them. Not so much. Might put a little more faith in Myth and Syrah though, just given the rather sizable knock upside the head that I gave your brother. Again. Sorry. It's fine. Well. Rather, you don't need to apologise to me. And I'm sure he'll understand. How can you be so sure? We barely met the man. Aye. Yeah, maybe he won't. Maybe you're making assumptions. You are a very, very strange man sometimes, you know that? I've been told I have a very interesting way of looking at things. Captain Velith? Aye, among others. Oh, right. Keep passing these up. Knowing that they are, in fact, the ones... It's the blue ones, aye. The ones we need to actually, you know, pack wounds and whatnot. Well, hello there. Hopefully they don't, get too, full of themselves. We just go. I'm still going in the right direction. Aye. Just making sure. It's difficult to tell where one is going in this. Hey. Ahoy. Yep, we're coming. Don't worry. God, the fog is biteable. It's so thick. Aye. Argonian idioms. I hope that's an Argonian one, because otherwise, House Telfona gets up to some weird shit. Where have they gone? There he is. You keeping track of Sol? Uh-huh. He's, still a little slow. I think his rib might be bothering him. Is it his rib, or is it his everything? Just given the weather. Don't give me that. Well, is it? I decline to answer. Well, that's enough of an answer all on its own. I know. Oh! Balls. Alright.
I'm getting out of here. All over now.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
You must be new. Now I hate to bust my cover around these two fine gentlemen, but I would think you'd have more respect for someone like me. Or, I suppose if you don't know who I am, you can go ask Delvin.
A nightingale? Oh, I had no idea. My apologies. Good luck out there.
Aye. Stay out of trouble. Well, that's handy. You alright? Bit of an adjustment, it's fine. George, man, you sound like you were not exactly in the best shape. Let's just move on, shall we? Alright. So, who's Delvin? Not important. Sure. We'll go with that. Someone from work. Oh. Pirate or... time to focus. We've got... a fort to siege, it looks like. We going? There we are.
Send Ulfric my regards.
Here we go. Oh, hello.
No! Stormcloaks pay blood for blood.
Nice. Oh, there we are.
By Ismir, you'll pay for that?
Will I really?
The Stormcloaks pay blood for blood.
You know, I'm sure there was a much quicker way to do that.
Death is what
And
you
what
want.
is ground with blood?
For the glory of the Empire!
Nice.
By Ismir, you'll pay for that? That's what you want? Now, fight and die. If such fate is mine. I yield.
Oh boy.
Is yours.
Not the Imperial Legion in your blood. Water the ground with your blood.
My steed. Let's go.
For the Emperor. I'll try and make this quick.
Heal up, Atlug. You're looking a little...
You can't win this. No more close. Walks on the Empire.
Damn.
The Imperial Legion will have your blood.
Whoa.
Send Ulfric my regards. That's how a true Nord fights.
You back now? Yep, I think so. Everyone alright? A little banged up around the edges, but it's fine. You lost your staff? It needs a bit of a recharge, but it's fine. That was fast. Oh, it helps to have a good line breaker, eh? You know, you could have... stayed with some sort of formation. Yeah, maybe, but I lived, didn't I? I suppose. Just worry us all is all. Oh, look, it's, this is not exactly the sort of situation that I'm familiar with working in. Aye? Looks like, oh, that's one of theirs. And another one of theirs. Did we lose any in that? I think we lost a couple. Well, damn. Alright, look, I get surrounded by people and I just sort of... Discipline is not the word. Aye, we noticed. It's not a bad thing. Just gotta make sure it's aimed in the right direction. Uh-huh. Oh, what's got that guy's goat? I don't think you're using that idiom right. Well, how do you use it? You know... Everything alright, lads? Lasses? Huh. Who knows? Well, that went well. Oh, I think it sort of did. Let me just, Come on. Do a bit of redecorating, shall we? They might want to use that. Oh, maybe. We didn't check in the keep. Might as well clean up around here a little bit, aye? I suppose. I mean, if we have to, I mean, we've gotta... Sure. Hello? Anybody home? Very stealthy of you. Look, I'm not expecting to find any stormcloaks in here. Just given... I'm assuming they were all out attacking, or defending themselves from our attack. Aye, you're probably correct, and this is slightly unnecessary. Yeah. Probably. It's good to see that the place is well, appointed. There's the word I'm looking for. You have to go climbing ladders? Sorry. How do you manage...
Do you think Tiber
Carefully.
ever fought here? You know, here. Wow.
Oh, gods. Right. Imperials being Imperials. That's funny. What? Well... Isn't Talos worship supposed to be outlawed? Aye. Isn't Tab a Septum Talos? Sort of. So it's not nearly as big a deal as the Stormcloaks seem to think it is. Aye. Which means someone was using this as an excuse, I think. Oh, I know who you mean by someone. Right. Well, I think we've thoroughly checked the place, cleared it out. Which means it is back to Rika? Back to Tullius. How are your hands? Could be worse. Could be better, but could be worse. Could be a lot better. That's all. Don't make us worry about you. You're worried. Someone has to be. You don't worry about yourself. Hey! The reinforcements are a little late, but here they are. No, they're not the reinforcements, they're just the garrison. Got it. Sometimes you have to hold a force in reserve so that you can... I don't know why I'm telling you this. Because it's your area of expertise and, yeah. It's useful. Actually useful. Yes, I know I sounded incredibly... Let's just go to Solitude, shall we? Aye.